Hello YouTube, this is Pizzscn here. Welcome to the next app review. As you probably know from my video that I put up yesterday, yesterday was a pretty wild and insane day for me. And when I got back home, I did not really want to edit yesterday's app review, so this is going to be sort of a double app review type thing. I'm going to be uploading them separately. I'm not going to be doing this review in the same video, but just know about that. That is why there is no app review up yesterday, if you did not see that video. Okay, so therefore you're going to see two app reviews today. But anyway, the app that is scheduled for today is going to be an app that has been around really ever since the App Store came out. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say since the App Store came out. I mean, I'm not sure really if that's true, but it is definitely a classic on the iPhone and iPod Touch. It is Line Rider iRide, and you're probably looking at the icon right now. So, if you're not familiar with the game Line Rider on the computer, you definitely need to look it up, because this game is incredibly popular among people. So it's quite a fun game. If you'd like to play it, you better go to linerider.com and try it out for yourself. Although here's the nice thing about this particular app that I'm going to be reviewing today. When the person requested it, the same day they requested it, it actually got an update. And I'm going to see if I can put on the screen the update details, what all it came with. So there's quite a few more features in this update, so I will be definitely showing you those too. Alright, and I've also got my second generation here handy, because this actually can be a thing you can do with two players, so I'll be trying to demonstrate that if we have time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get straight on into this review. This is a landscape game, so here we go. There it is. I should mention, this app is actually a paid app, and I did pay for this app when I had some iTunes money. So this is a paid app. I think it costs $2 in the App Store. And there's also another version of this game that also costs $2. It's called Line Rider Racing. I don't have that one, but I'm intrigued to know how it works. So if I get some iTunes money this Christmas, I might download it and maybe do a review on it later on this year. So we'll see about that. So anyway, this is their title screen. It says Line Rider, and there it just says who made it, and that's pretty much that. It says touch to start. More games. Click there. Presumably it will give you more games made by the actually, let's give that a click. Line Racer coming soon. It's been out in the App Store. That's interesting. And there's some, a fantastic contraption and all that stuff. And there, presumably, will take you to the App Store. Okay, so touch to start, and let's get on with it. Now, you might notice that if you're a Line Rider fan that, whoa, why is the screen black? That is because I have a mode called Night Mode on. And I think I have a pre-made track already loaded. Nope, I don't. But basically what Night Mode is this right here. It just inverts the colors. So you can already see how this game works. Right there. You basically draw a line and your little guy will write it. So, as you can see, it's quite a fun game. So let me see if I can show you all of the different tools and stuff you get on the HUD. This here is the free, alright, let's go ahead and actually delete this track. This here is the freehand tool, allows you to draw freehand tracks for him to ride on, which is always incredibly exciting. So there's that. The one I would recommend you use if you are lacking of a stylus, or if you are using an iPhone in general to make this, or an iPod Touch in general, is the line tool, which basically allows you to draw tracks in straight lines. And we'll get into what all those different colors do that you keep seeing here in a bit. But this allows you to draw straight lines. This works a whole lot better with the touchscreen. It's a lot easier to get a straight, consistent track and all that such, so I would probably recommend that you use that function there. So that's that. And next to that you have the erase tool. So if I draw a freehand and let's see if he crashes here. No, he doesn't, but let's just say that right there I find to be a bit too steep. I can use the eraser tool to erase some of that down there, and then I can refine it. And that's what I'm talking about with the line tool. As you can see, I thought it would connect, but it didn't connect down there, so that's a bit of a problem, because now I'm just going to go through it and do some interesting flip there for us, which we do appreciate, but we didn't really intend to happen. Okay, so yes, and next to that you have the undo button. So, and the undo button doesn't work, you know, like if I click the undo button, it will not undo this line. It will only undo portions of the line, as you can see right here. So you can see that it only undoes portions of the line. It doesn't actually undo each particular stroke. So that's something to be aware of. And then you have the magnifying tool, which essentially allows you to zoom into the track. You can just use the two finger pinch here if you wanted to, but yeah, and actually this is the first time that I've ever done that. When you do a two-finger pinch, you are not very likely to get little screen artifacts. I mean, I know it seems pretty likely, but generally that doesn't happen. But for some reason it happened there. I'm not too sure why, but yeah, you know, generally that's not something you have to worry about, as you can see there. So that's that. That's not a screen. Actually, I don't know what that is. I guess it's a reflection. Yeah, it's just a reflection right there. So that's alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And next to that tool you have the pan tool. So if you want to make a nice long track, just you can pan along and continue on with your track. So you can have a nice long track. Ooh, it's going to take a while. Whee! Very fun. Actually, it's the first time I've ever drawn a freehand track on this with this app and actually had a smooth, consistent ride. Normally that's almost impossible to do because you'll get a lot of ledges. Let me see if I can do that again. Make a nice little hill there, and then oh, there we go. Yeah, you see, it's like you can sometimes accidentally cause little things like that to happen. I apologize for that glare right there. It does look like that's a line right there, but it's not, I promise you. As you can see, if I move it around, it moves with the reflection. So, but yes, that's that, and then of course just yay, and there you go. Alright, and then you have a flag tool. So if there's a particular spot of concern, or if there's a spot on the track that the line rider actually crashes in, which I'll try to show you here in a bit. I mean, it's not hard to make them crash, but still. But you want to be able to refine that. You can use the flag tool to mark that specific spot. So let's say that point right there, that little sharp point in the track is a concern. Just put a flag right there, and then I can go through and refine it that way. And then once I'm done testing it, all I need to do is just delete the flag, and I can start back from the beginning. So that's that. Oh, I should mention, when you have a flag on the track, let's just say it's right here. When you start the track, he's going to start at the flag, like this. Watch. See, now he starts at the flag, so that's that. Alright, next to that you have a save button, which you can then go through and actually access more than just a save screen. This is a portrait screen, so let's bring this portrait mode. So as you can see, you can go through and save all of your little things, and you can go save, load, or delete. So if you want to load one, just touch it and hit the load button. Down here under settings, you can go through and change your settings. We are definitely going to turn sound effects off. So those are very annoying. Okay, draw and pan, which basically means you draw a line and then it automatically switches to the pan tool. Invert menus, which I don't know. I presume that's like for right and left-handed people. Night Ride is what I have on. If I turn Night Ride off, you get the more familiar white playing field with black lines. And actually, this looks weird to me because I'm so used to Night Ride. I've had it set to Night Ride for quite a long time. I really like the way that looks. Alright, so that's that. We're going to turn Night Ride back on because I do prefer that look. Gravity tilt. Gravity tilt is something that's kind of a bit weird. I will actually, you know what, yeah, I'll demonstrate gravity tilt for you. What gravity tilt does is exactly what it sounds like. So, yes. But if I want him to go this way, I just tilt him, and he will go any direction I want him to go. And for some reason, he disappeared off the screen. That mode is a bit pointless. I think it's a bit stupid. It kind of ruins the whole point of the game, I think. I don't really get that mode that much, so I don't use that unless if I just want to play around with it. Let's go back. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn gravity tilt off. Then you have sound, which we turned off, which makes those little sound effects. Girl mode just gives you a girl player. iTunes Music presumably lets you play music on your iPod. Music track, they have music tracks built in. Oh. Select. I want to see some. Come on. Oh. Yeah. You apparently need music in your iPod, which I don't have any. Why? Because I don't listen to a lot of music, and I don't have enough room for music on this thing, actually. Trust me. And achievements. This is a Game Center enabled game. This update the recent update gave it Game Center compatibility. I actually have not yet checked out. Yeah, there's not very many, but let's go ahead and see what each of these are. Ride. What does that say? Ride of no return. And yes, it will do that. Show, ride, take, ... big time fan. That's interesting. And sharing is caring. Sharing is caring is an achievement we might actually unlock here in a bit. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I presume that we'll get into that. And last but not least, you have share right here, which you can actually use to upload your track to the website, which is linerider.com. So, cancel, back, flip this back around, and here we go. Okay, so that's that. So it's a pretty basic game. You just make tracks, and the line rider will ride on it. So you can use straight lines, which is what I prefer to do, because then I can more fine-tune it, and it's a lot easier to do it with the touchscreen. So let me show you what all these different line colors actually do. They don't just make a different colored track. No, they actually serve different functions and purposes. So let me see if I can show you these. This blue one here is just a traditional track. If I draw a track as straight as I can, roll here, you'll see it's just going to sit there pretty much statically. I mean, I can't draw a completely straight line that goes completely horizontally, but generally this is just a standard track. There's pretty much standard friction. I mean, you know, it's just like a ground or something. Not much special stuff going on there. But right next to that, you have the red track, which is an acceleration track, just like on the game. So if I put him on, he's going to fly forward and accelerate. So that's pretty good for making like a roller coaster. You can use that to make the incline, and that, you know, make him go up pretty far, and then you can make him go really far down. I mean, I know that's kind of pointless, but you know, it's just kind of a nice novelty thing. You should make a little loading station and then put him in, and he'll just go through the track, which is pretty fun. I sometimes do that. Now this next track is actually something a bit different. If I draw this green line, you'll notice he just falls through. The green lines are scenery, so meaning I can draw a nice, lovely, sorry about that, thing right there. I can draw a nice, lovely blue track, and, you know, have some lines that will not affect the way he rides, as you can see right here. See, they're not affecting him, so that's what the green lines do. So if that's for scenery and such. Next to that, you do have a yellow line, which is a new line to this update. It wasn't in the game before. What this does, let's see, it actually is a brake, if you will. It's like, it's a deceleration line. It acts as a brake, alright? Now, something I've noticed, it doesn't seem to be quite as strong, or as, you know, the brake doesn't seem to be quite as strong in this iPhone version as it is on the computer version. It's just me. I mean, you can see it's still sliding along, but it's a deceleration line to bring him to a stop or slow him down when he's going ridiculously fast and you need him to slow down. That's the only problem I have, though, is that it doesn't seem to be quite as strong as it is on the computer one, so you do need to make an awfully long line to get him to stop completely. So that's that one. And next to that, you have another new line, turn that back on, which is a trap door, if you will. So what this does is it's just a basically a trapdoor. When he rides on the line, it's just like the blue line, but it disintegrates as he rides it. So that's what that line does. So you could, if you wanted to, sort of layer these and then have him go on a red line to zip him, to accelerate him nice and... Oh, he just crashed. Oh, that's hilarious. Just sort of zip him through his track there. I'm sure I could do a better job than that. I've never seen that happen before. Like, just crash when he starts the course. And off he'll go. Doesn't seem to work quite as nicely as it does on the computer, but what can you complain about? I mean, you can see it starts from the beginning instead of right where he landed on it. So I think on the computer it will start where he landed on him. I mean, I don't know why it doesn't do that on this one, but I don't know. So that's pretty much the game. Let's see, do I have any on here that I could be willing to show you? Well, I'm not really good at Line Rider, to tell the honest truth. I'm not really good at making tracks and such, especially on this version. This is just kind of a nice fun little toy to have. I really, but let me see if I can find one that I'm willing to show you guys. I think I'm going to show you this one called Death Coaster. This game, as I said, it's not really anything that amazing. It's not the most amazing thing you've ever seen in the world. There are plenty of better ones out there, but this is one of my better ones that I made. So, yes. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And he's just gonna sort of keep launching himself up. I think I actually ruined this track. I think I had something pretty good going on. Then I actually did a slight modification to it and it messed up. Yeah, I think actually there's another part to the track, but he can't get to it because of the way this is all working out. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did that, but yeah, I think I actually was able to somehow transfer him over to a different spot on the track to yeah, he's just gonna keep doing that, so we won't waste your time with that. Let me see if I can show you one more I made. I mean, it's probably not gonna be anything exciting. I'm not gonna show you Awful because of how friggin' long it is. I made that yesterday, but then I realized, dude, this is quite a long track. This will take forever to show. Alright, let's see what this one is. I actually have not yet proof watched it, so here we go. Again, I am not the most thrilling track maker. Although I have to say, if you could watch this track in 3D, if you could like figure out a way to get it into 3D view, this probably would be a lot better to watch. But with it in this sort of two-dimensional view, it's not quite as much fun. Maybe one day they'll incorporate that. Actually, I'd love to see that, you know. I mean, that wasn't even the steepest hill in the world. See, I think he dives actually right about here. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Here it goes. One thing I've noticed about this iPhone version is very hard to make loops. You know, like, the loops that, the sort of loop-de-loop thing on roller coasters and such. Really, it's hard to make these make those on the iPhone version. So I am not too sure about that. Let's go ahead and go back to, actually let's do Awful real quick. Ooh, go away, go away, go away, I am not going to make you watch this. Well, maybe I'll let you watch it at the end of the video if you want to watch it. But as you see, it had a hard time loading it because of how big of a track this is. This is a freaking giant track. And it's pretty boring too. So yeah, but I'm going to now show you the sharing feature, because I did not make this track with my 2nd gen, I made it on my 4th gen. So I am going to now transfer this to my 4th gen using Bluetooth connectivity. Okay, so let's just go ahead and open it up on my 2nd gen here. Give it time, it takes a while to load on this one. Alright, there it is. There you can see, welcome back to PizzscnMobile. This is a Game Center enabled game, as I said. So all I need to do is I'm just going to touch to start. Now there's something I was just messing around with, I'm not even sure if it works. Nope, of course not. So we're going to go ahead and delete that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit down, I'm going to hit this button. No, that's not the button. Oh yeah, that is the button I want. It says, would you like to turn on Bluetooth? You know, you've seen this screen before, I'm sure. And now it's searching for other iPods, iPhones, or iPod Touches. We're going to let that search. I'm going to hit the same button on my 4th gen iPod Touch. If I can do it. Just a Lego, am I right? There we are. Oh, that's weird. It didn't go landscape automatically. Okay. Let's see if it'll find something. Yep, as you can see, I found my 2nd gen iPod Touch. I'm actually going to touch it on my 2nd gen iPod Touch. Pizzscn's iPod 4G. I'm going to touch that. It takes a while for it to actually initiate the connection here. Give it some time. There. You just have to be patient while you wait for that, and you're going to go and hit accept. And there we go. We're now connected. So, let me show you how this works. So, if I want to send awful to the 2nd gen iPod Touch, I think what I need to do is I need to hit that button again, and I'm going to get some options here. I'm going to hit send, cancel, or disconnect. This still shows the standard HUD, and if I hit, there's a nice view. Okay, if I go ahead and hit send, oh, never mind. Receive track, yes please. And I just touch yes. I'm not sure if it worked or not. Thank you. Receiving track. Wow, that was pretty difficult to do for some reason. Give it some time. This is going over Bluetooth wirelessly, so. Disconnected! That's not good. We need to try that again then, apparently. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Oh my gosh, cancel. Cancel. Okay. Don't know why I'm having such a hard time with the 2nd gen iPod Touch. Okay, we're going to try that again. So.
Still got this track here? Yes, we do. We don't have any tracks on this one? No, we don't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit send track. Send. Waiting for a reply. Hang on. Click. Ah, we had a disconnection. That's what happened. Alright, so disconnect, cancel. And now we're going to do that. Okay. We'll touch that one this time. Accept. Sorry about that. Alright, we can try that one more time.
Send. Yes, please do it this time. Please. Why the flipping heck can I not hit yes like this? There. Sorry guys. And I just put it in sleep mode. That's going to help. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Wakey wakey. Wow. Grief. That seriously is going to mess things up. And I do that all the time with this 2nd gen iPod Touch. I mean, did it work? Awesome. Share finished. And now, finally, I can watch this track on here. Let's do a sort of stereo thing. We're going to end this video out with watching it on both at the same time. Yay. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the bottom one to the standard view. Ah, I turned it off again. Come on. Grr. Enter passcode. Alright, here we go. Options. Night ride off. Done. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Hit play at the same time on both. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Maybe what I'll do, I'll have this one sitting here. No, it starts when I touch it. That's not a good thing. Go, 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 go. Okay, whatever. There you be. Enjoy. Like I said, not a very good track. And it's not complete either. I don't think I finished it. And they're not going in stereo because this one had a delayed start, so just watch. Right now it's on a slowdown block thing actually. Right now it's trying to slow down. This is what I'm talking about. It's not very strong. It's on the yellow line right now. It's taking forever to slow it down. Alright, so yeah. Pretty interesting if you ask me. There you are. And now it's going to go up on another little lift. Yeah, this also takes a while. I think the incline was too strong or something. It was too high. I don't really know. As you can see, it's performing just fine on the second generation despite its slightly more limited specs, I suppose. But it's doing it. It's rendering it quite well, if you ask me. So, yeah. One thing I would like to mention, if InXile is watching it, and InXile is the company that makes this app, where's the movie feature? I mean, the new iPhone and iPod Touches can can actually render videos, and they can. I mean, where is that feature at? That would be absolutely super cool. I really hope to see that in a future update. The ability to hit a movie button and actually record a video to your camera roll, so that way you can share it with friends even if they don't have this app. You know what I mean? Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that'll actually work pretty nice. Yeah. And if you wanted to, you could just well, you could just make a freaking long track and just sort of run this as a sort of screensaver. And they actually do make a line writer screensaver. Ooh, look at that right there at the top. It's tumbling. Ugh. Says one at the bottom. Yeah. So, yeah. I think, actually, this is getting close to the end because I didn't finish the track, so. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it's completely, like, very boring. Right now he's on a slowdown. And actually, I did figure out a way to sort of speed up the slowing down process. What you do is you make him sort of go uphill on it, because this way he doesn't fly off, and obviously if he's not touching anything, it's not going to work very well. So right now I'm going to make him start going uphill. Watch. Well, I thought I did. Yeah. There we are. And then he's going to launch off here. It's almost over, I promise you. It's not over yet, though, I promise you. That, too. See? Woo! That was pretty fun to try and do. And then I was going to try and continue this. This is where I didn't finish, right about here. Either that or this is where the really long slowdown line was. Yep. I launched him, and I was going to try and do something after that, but I never got around to it. So, that's the app. So, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments about this app, please let me know down below in a comment below. Also, guys, I still do need more suggestions. I only have 8, okay? And as I already said, I do have a new rule where you can only request 1 app at a time. That's the new rule, only 1 app at a time. So, yeah, but I do need more suggestions, so if you want me to continue doing this, that would be freaking awesome. So, thanks for watching, guys. I've got 2 app reviews to review now, or to edit now, so, see you in my next video. Adios.